the National Football League, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the reigning Super Bowl champs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Kansas City Chiefs and our home team. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Yellow, yellow! Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one, because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
So here are the Saints now with great starting field position. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice, because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener. Charles, clearly they wanted to send a message here and impose their will. They scored on their opening possession on a drive comprised entirely of rushing the football.
Message sent? I don't know that the team on the other side of the field wanted to receive it, but what a statement on their opening drive. Just running all the way downfield, no passes. That absolutely sets the tone that they're going to be physical in this game.
Looks for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. On the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. And again, it's Mahomes. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Mahomes. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Mahomes going to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
A 6-yard penalty brings up 2nd and 4.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a quarterback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now here's Mahomes. And he finds Corey Davis. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Taken down at the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. $10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And 2 interceptions already here in this 1st half. Affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over at that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Runs good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Pass caught. It's Davis on the crossing route. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. Mahomes going to lead it with Edwards-Helaire on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point up and good by Succop, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. George Pickens, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Lots of look down the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Time of 6 plays, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First and 10, here's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where it was the Bucs who were able to get the victory at home. Jacoby Brissett with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Dak Prescott with 3 touchdown passes in the Week 1 victory. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And as you see, they were winners in their ball game. Tua Tagovailoa, 2 touchdown passes as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for KC. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line, and a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side, hauled in by Wickens. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it, and they pick up another first down there.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here's Mahomes to throw. Out route, and this is Henry with a catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now here's Mahomes. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Back to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Corey Davis from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So a sensational return there on special teams, a foot race that he was not going to lose. Now, meanwhile, while that was going on, we've got an injured player on the field. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll drop to throw. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
But he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. From 3 yards out. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that
is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. From the 44, Mahomes. The man right side is Tony. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Mahomes now to throw. Quick completion to Henry. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2nd and 7. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, Wilkinson. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first down, Wilkinson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. On 2nd down, Wilkinson. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Wilkinson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And Barbie, you know NFL coaches are on the sideline thinking about correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Uncorks one for Davis. And guy's man complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the slant, he's got Davis. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. And he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Now back to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
He was brought down to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4 is now 2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll look to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. But as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Charles, a well-drawn-up play, beautifully executed, and look at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 2nd half. They are on their way to a 1-0 start to this season.
Exactly what every team dreams of, winning your season opener, getting off to that good start, and building confidence for the rest of the season.
What's good on the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they will find Davis. That's complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
First down, Chiefs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
And again, it's Mahomes. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 36. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 At the 36. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. From the 31, Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, 31 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. The city always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here on week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.
So for the home team here, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.